like you said, you know,
big bunny trail, but yeah.
Well, no, but it's the fact that, like you said, you've never gotten to really see anything. Seeing things is not all it's cracked up to be. I guess the last thing I'll touch on is, I guess one of the scarier things that I encountered was, I guess what I've been told is the crooked man. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I noticed this very, very pitch black, dark figure with this like bowler hat on, and, you know, very tall. And it was always like in the distance. It was always when I was in a specific spot at where I used to live with my ex, and I would be out in the garage, you know, smoking or whatever. And I would see it, and it would be, you know, 50, 80, 100 feet away. Right. And, you know, after a while, like, you know, a couple of days, couple of weeks, I'd be like, oh, he's closer. Mm-hmm. Like and then eventually it got to the point after a few months, he was inside the perimeter of like the fence.
Yeah.
And I was, and again, he never moved. He was always just still.
Yep.
Almost like if he stood still, I couldn't see him.
Mm-hmm. It's like, just turn your back for a second, would you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
well, see, God. And it wasn't even that, like, because I would test things. He still never moved. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until like I would see him again that I'd be like, oh, there he is. Oh, he's like another 2 feet.
Now, when you're describing this, is that you've described the pitch black thing as far as like, you know, this is like maybe a shadow person or anything like that. Like, was there any, I don't know if I ever asked you, but like, was there any detail to him at all? Like, was there a face? Was there a coat? Was there
not
like,
really?
Could you tell a separation of like clothes or something?
Yeah, like, you could kind of see a decent outline of clothing. I guess the best way to explain it, this is going to sound funny, but would be like the Michael Jordan logo, where you can see like the bottom of his pant legs. People think he wears shorts. He wears it's his track outfit, but
oh really?
For like with his warm up track outfit, and so you can like kind of see vague outlines like on the logo. That's kind of what I would like compare it to, where like it's enough to where you can see it, but it's not full detail.
Right.
You know, I couldn't see like teeth or, you know, like distinguished like facial features or anything, because he was like a dark shadow.
Right.
And it wasn't like a shadow being cast from something. Like it would be even in like where there was light shining directly down.
Like he is the shadow.
Basically.
He is just, it's like almost like a negative space.
Yeah. And it was like he didn't care that I could see him. Mm-hmm. Like there's no way he didn't know that I could see him, because he was very blatant. It was just the fact of, now when I would focus on it, it was gone. Mm-hmm. But when I would do one of these and it was just there, and you know, like I have good eyesight. Like it's not like my eyes are fucked up or cataracts or anything like that. Like, right. But like you could see it, dude. And he knew what he was doing. And it was, again, I was never afraid of it, but I could tell it was a very threatening situation. Like as far as the spirit or entity, whatever it was not there for, you know, snacks and, you know, rainbows. So,
yeah.
You know, that's not what he was about. So I don't know whatever happened to him. I don't live there anymore. You know, there were a lot of things, just, you know, the vibe, the aura, the everything around was just always very off. Mm-hmm. And I think that has a lot to do with it.